the ground control, and the ground and pound of Khabib Nurmagomedov is second to none. One of the most damaging, dominant fighters the UFC has ever seen.
He is a man of principle, and no one knows better than you. There may be guys who work as hard in the game, but no one works harder than him.
Nobody works harder.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Dan Mergliata. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 5 wins, 3 losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 265 pounds. Fighting out of Regina, Saskatchewan, Canada. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC heavyweight champion, Lesnar! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a grappler, holding a professional record of 29 wins, no losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of the Republic of Dagestan, Russia, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov!
All right, commit to the rules in the locker room. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners, come out fighting.
They touch him up, and we are underway.
Are you ready?
All right, so here we go with round 1, grappler versus grappler. This was probably the wrong week for me to skip Combat Sambo class, but what are your expectations for this one?
I expect these guys to come together, man. I expect them to come together, and we're going to see some fantastic growth, and not only just fantastic growth, but just jockeying for position. Even though it may not be a double leg shot.
Oh, how about the slam there? That one cannot feel good. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape, or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Close guard.
Yeah, he should half guard here.
Making all these shots count. All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom. The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
But now DC trying to isolate an arm.
Yep, he's using the Kimura.
Oh!
And the turn on the elbow, and he's going to chase the submission finish.
Somehow stays in the fight. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move, you got to shrimp, you got to get up on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Nurmagomedov. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. How about the speed on that reversal there? I mean, I know you can get out of some bad spots, but not with that type of speed.
You cannot allow him to get leverage on the bottom. What a sweep.
Side control now. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom.
The guy's attacking and because he got a little bit lazy in the full guard.
Looks like he's trying to manipulate the head. This could be tight.
Watch triangle, watch triangle. There he is, he's moving to the finishing position. Now watch, he goes parallel right next to his opponent. When it's time to finish, he has to go flat. It's in there deep, there you go.
Wow. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submission.
Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet. Effective strike there by Nurmagomedov.
Yeah, he's mixing it all up. Look at him drive his shin into the opponent's body with that body. Look at the whip action that comes from him throwing that kick.
Oh, a little single collar tie there. Oh, he told you off the top he had the reach advantage. And
Double leg shot.
oh, ow, slams him to the canvas with authority. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Close guard. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Nurmagomedov.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career. Sound strike on the ground. Oh, nice job here staying busy off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. Close guard. Oh, the ground and pound is there. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Strong bottom work here, staying busy. All right, so you gotta be careful playing on the ground with this guy. Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. All right, let's look back at some of the action in that round, DC. What a high-level display of offensive wrestling.
I mean, this is a joy for me to watch. I enjoy watching a guy maintain this level of wrestling for as long as he has done this. He is constantly in his opponent's face. He's constantly taking him down. Getting taken down and getting up is exhausting. Let's see how tired his opponent is at the start of the next round.
All right, so our next round is underway, and we really saw the tide turn in that previous round with not just a takedown, but a big takedown that shook the octagon and ground control from there.
I mean, he threw him on his head. To get to the leg, sometimes you want to just run your opponent to the side. He was able to pick him, shot a double leg.
Oh, massive slam. That'll change the complexion of this one. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Nurmagomedov. Oh, these are some big punches here from the top, DC. He hasn't needed to enter his opponent's guard yet, and he may not have to.
He may not have to, but he's doing a real good job of being aware. There's danger when you're standing on top of your opponent like that. You gotta watch up kicks. Notice how he leads with his hip when he goes to land a strike.
Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Nurmagomedov. Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You gotta figure out a way to get back to your feet. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent, you gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Nurmagomedov. Useful strike there, the ground and pound on point tonight.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here, and he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Fighters back to their feet here. And now he's got that tie clinch. We'll see what he can do with it. Oh, slams him down with conviction. Man! All right, he's he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Bottom fighter trying to control posture, unable to do so.
And now he's in a lot of danger. He's got to grab that head or he's going to get blasted.
All right, so he's got the body locked down here.
He's going to try to fall off to the side and pull his opponent up on top of him. He is doing a really good job of relaxing, not panicking because he's getting choked. He takes his opponent to his side to try to get the finish.
Looks like his opponent's trying to turn into the choke. And this might just be a matter of time. Brilliant submission defense there. All right, full guard here, DC. What does he need to do to improve position?
Well, he's got to start to build his posture, get some damage off, move to half guard, which in turn leads to more opportunities for it. Now he's going to try to attack Kimura here. Oh, now he's in trouble. Now he falls back into the finishing position.
Not tapping out tonight. All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Close guard. Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
Well, you got to stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch.
Yep, and he's got him secured in the half guard now.
Less than a minute to go in the round. Nurmagomedov's trying to lock up on a submission now.
Oh, he's got a choke. Look at him push the arm down, maybe stepping into a crucifix. Wow, you don't see that very often.
Oh, he's in trouble here. Wow. All right, side control now, DC. When you get side control in a fight, what are you looking at?
When I get to the side control in the fight, and I believe this young man should do the same thing, it's secure first. Grab everything in tight. Make sure your elbows are in. Make sure you've got something locked in so your opponent doesn't just squirm away. Punch short punches, but try to make the opponent make a choice. Either he turns back into you, you take your front headlock, or he turns in the opposite direction, you throw your hook in, and you start looking to get a choke off.
All right, so there's the horn at the end of the round. Multiple takedowns landed for him over the previous 5 minutes.
And you know what, John? Even more importantly, look at the opponent now. He's afraid to pull the trigger because he's been taken down so many times. Getting taken down is one thing, but having it happen to you continuously really does make you gun shy. And right now, he's very tentative to let his offense go because of the fear of getting taken down back to the mat again.
All right, well, we'll see if his opponent can make the requisite adjustments. He got taken down left and right there that previous round.
It's going to be very difficult because he never got a specific type of takedown. It was always something different, but it always led to his opponent getting great top position.
Oh, nice job to land the straight punch there. Must be nice to have that kind of reach advantage, DC. I know you can't necessarily relate. Lands flush with that right hand. Oh, nice work from the bottom. Tags him with the punch. Close guard. All right, so he postures up here and now figures to rain down some ground strikes.
Yeah, the ground and pound will be aplenty from this position. This double leg shot.
Oh, slams his opponent to the ground. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Well, you see all the grappling repetitions here. Just beautiful movement, seamless transitions on the ground. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom. The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
But now DC trying to isolate an arm.
Yep, he's using the Kimura.
Oh!
And the turn on the elbow, and he's going to chase the submission finish.
Wow! I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler.
Hip tosses him down. Now we'll see if he can advance position.
I mean, right into side control.
All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten.
Looking for a guillotine.
Watch guillotine.
Oh, what a beautiful counter to the guillotine there. Gets side mount, and now maybe the Von Flue choke will be there. Oven St. Preux has got to like that transition there. The sheer will is really remarkable to watch. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Oh, really nice work to keep busy off of his back as he lands some more offense here for Bob. All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys can start throwing up legs, chasing triangle.
Nurmagomedov's back in half guard, very comfortable here. Keeping busy here off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom.
He's gonna start trying to move to a submission here. It looks like he's trying to attack an arm triangle. Watch triangle, watch triangle. He needs to push the arm to the side. Get his head against the mat. Now watch as he goes to the finish. Watch it. Oh man, that was slick.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. All right, got to be careful playing around inside his guard.
Absolutely, John. That's why you don't sit in a full guard. When you sit in a full guard, it gives these guys too many opportunities to chase submissions, and now he's jumping on a triangle.
All right, working inside the closed guard now. This is no safe place against this opponent. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Nurmagomedov gets back up again. Nicely done.
Big knee lands right through the opponent's midsection.
Oh, goes to the ankle pick now to get him down, DC. We'll see how he chooses to proceed from here.
Got the ankle pick. Let's see how he advances from this position.
Well, you got to be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch. Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style. He gets denied.
Block. Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
Oh, wow, that happened quickly as the fighter reverses position there on the ground.
Unbelievable position change. Wow, what a transition.
That's 3 rounds in the can. We're headed to the championship round. All right, so there's the horn. That means it's the end of the round, and a lot of good offensive wrestling work from him over those previous 5 minutes.
I mean, great offensive wrestling. Every time he changed levels and got to his opponent's legs, he was able to secure the takedown. Let's see what type of fatigue his opponent will carry into the next round.
Slips the left hand.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this? Great action to get to that takedown.
takedown here. That is usually his takedown attempt of choice, and works out for him there.
Absolutely. He is comfortable. He is home when he's in on a single leg.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation, and a healthy one, for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. Good, solid strike on the ground. Oh, nice job here staying busy off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. Nicely done there as he forces the miss from his opponent. Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here. Just outstanding with the transition.
He is not staying in one place on the ground, and that's very important.
Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying.
Yeah, he's going to try to attack Kimura here. He'll try to get him up on his right hip so that he can get pressure to... The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
But now DC trying to isolate an arm.
Yep, he's using the Kimura.
And he's out. All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
Oh, all right, he's got the full mount now, DC, and he has proven to be a hard guy to buck off in this position.
Oh, because he's so heavy. He keeps his weight down. He really does grind on you with his bottom half. He doesn't do anything with his arms. His arms are free to punch. He's collecting you with his hips and his legs, making you make a determination as to whether or not you want to get grounded, pounded in the mat, or if you're going to give your back up, where he will then start to chase chokes.
A lot of energy. Oh, you don't want to be anywhere near his guillotine. This could be trouble.
Oh, nice guillotine there. He should be defending right now.
Oh, how about this as he jumps to side mount to try to counter the guillotine with a Von Flue choke. Ovince St. Preux would be proud. And there it is. Take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
He was able to get the fight to the ground exactly where he wanted it. Eventually, his opponent gave him an opportunity to get a submission. He did that, and he should be very proud of the work he did tonight in the octagon.
So there he is, your winner by submission, and that's exactly how you put the rest of this division on notice. Looks like this guy could be a factor moving forward in this division.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bergliata calls a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 17 seconds of round number 4. For the winner by submission, Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Well, what an incredible result here tonight as you see the winner there celebrating his victory by way of submission, and they put so much stock into finishing this fight. They felt like to really spin his career forward, they needed to not just win, but get the finish, and they certainly got it tonight.
They got the finish. He's such a terrific grappler. Every time he's on his back, he looks for submissions over and over.